Hi everyone, this is Dragon Age Inquisition, and this is a new kind of video that I'm going to do that is named What's Wrong With. This case, what's wrong with Dragon Age Inquisition? Now, I have my mage, which has I have Iron Bull, I have Vivienne, and I have Cassandra, and I'm going to talk about what's essentially wrong, at least in the first 10-12 hours of Dragon Age. Yes, thank you, nothing to report. And I have to do this quest, and I'm going to show it. So I'm going to search for some living dead. Let's see. Don't disturb the waters, so I'm going to disturb the fucking waters. There you go. There we have someone. It's only one guy. But the problem is the tank. It's too far away. The problem is the tank. So we're gonna disturb the water. Really disturb the water. Yeah. Come on. I need more guys. Guys, come on. Okay, just attack this guy. They're gonna kill him too quickly for me to really show it. But see the tank. Check Cassandra. Cassandra doesn't give a shit. She doesn't use the tactics that I tell her to use. And why is that? Because whoa.
It's dead.
It's dead. Well, it was dead before because it is undead, Cassandra. So. Now it's dead again. So I'm going to start talking about the problem, and it's right here. So let's go to character record, and this is the thing right here. We're going to go to Cassandra because the problem essentially, the problem is with everyone, with the combat system in itself, but especially this tactics and behaviors. Now, see this menu? Do you remember the menu of Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2? There were a ton of options that you can choose. Like, if an enemy had 10% health, you could do this. If an enemy was frozen, you could hit him with a special attack. Here, it's just a fucking mess. They tried. BioWare spoke of the tactics like they were this big thing, and actually this is streamlined. It's further streamlined than Dragon Age 2 in terms of combat behaviors and tactics. And this is a huge problem. Let's see Cassandra. Cassandra can challenge, which basically is the aggro spell, so she can actually tank, right? She has payback strike, shield bash, and she will as preferred. Now I'm going to show you this. You can choose preferred. Preferred abilities are used more frequently and are favored over enabled abilities when both could be used. Now I have to use it like this because if I don't choose preferred and just do enabled, like she can do it whenever she likes to, she will never do shield wall. She will go up to the enemies, shield bash them, payback strike, challenge, but never do shield wall, because shield wall now, and this is the problem, shield wall is not it's an active spell. It's an active skill. It's not a passive like it was in other Mass Effects that they gave you more armor and more defense. You have to press the square button if you're using Cassandra. Let me show you. If you're using Cassandra, let's see where she is here. You have to. You see the square there? Now let me show you when I press it. There, that's the skill. See? When I release the circle, she goes into normal mode. That was shield bash. So that is essentially a huge fucking problem because the AI doesn't want to do shield wall. I mean, if I leave it like this, she will never do shield wall, and she will go to a mass of mobs. Excuse me. She will challenge them. She will aggro them, and then she will die. I mean, if I don't throw the thing. Oh my god! It's just fuck the barrier. There it is, the barrier, which I have Vivian with barrier and myself with another barrier. If I don't do that, she will fucking die in like seconds. I'm playing on hard difficulty. The first time I always play on hard, or not nightmare because I want to get used to the game, but this already is a huge fucking problem. And now if I put shield wall in preferred, she will kinda do it sometimes, but sometimes she won't, and she goes right through the guys, right towards the guys, taunts them, and receives a hell of a lot of damage because in hard the enemy is already hit really hard, especially the magic guys or any enemy with a bow. Oh, and elites, of course. And the shield wall also is dependent on stamina. So if she has low stamina, you see the stamina that she has there? Let's spend a little. Well, it doesn't really spend because I'm not in battle, but is that that yellow circle around her skills is depleted? She will not do the shield bash. She will receive damage. So this I'm sure is in favor of multiplayer because you want to block when the enemies attack, and this is more streamlined to be an action RPG than a real RPG, and that's I have real no problems with that. I mean, I have problems with that, but that's not the problem. The problem is that this thing is broken because the AI won't do shield wall, and without shield wall you might as well just send another I mean just send Iron Bull, because she will do little damage compared to Iron Bull, and she will not use the defensive damage, like she will not use the defensive skills like shield wall. So she will just be a character that receives damage and dies and be a burden to the entire party. Yes, she's a tank and she has more health and more defense than other characters, right? But she won't do shield wall because the AI is broken. Now, if we go to behaviors here, I don't have this is all I have. This is all the selection of tactics that I have. There is no more if an elite has 10%, if this, if that, if no, this is mana, stamina, mana, target behavior, which who will she follow? I'm set to me. Healing potion, if there is one potion left, she will not use it. The AI will not use it. And only when they are on 10% they will use the health, because but even until this was before at 30, I think that the preset is 30. In 30 they will deplete, in hard mode at least, they will deplete the potions in like the first fight because of this problem. And the only thing that I could do with this is like what you're thinking right now. Why don't you disable it? Why don't you disable all these things and the AI, you see, on, off? Why don't I disable it and just do it myself? Because the micromanagement is fucking hell. Basically, what I have to do in hard difficulty or in nightmare, and I don't enjoy it, is babysit the tank. I need to babysit the tank. I need to do shield wall. Because without it, I cannot defend the rest of my party. Because if the tank gets dead, the mages get dead. Because Iron Ball doesn't have a lot of defense also. Let's see if I can show the difference between... Yeah, here. Where is it? Where's the... You see, I told you, right? And now I'm using shield wall. You see? Deflects the arrows, right? Now I won't use it. Now I'm poisoned. I'm fucking poisoned. Now that wasn't a good example because it was only one enemy. But I basically have to babysit, tell everyone to attack it, and use shield wall. But when there are a lot of enemies on screen, and I'm trying to do this won't work. Because she will get flanked, and I have the skill to not get flanked. But she will get flanked anyways, and besides the stamina is a thing now. So I will deplete my stamina, and she will receive damage anyway. The point I'm making here is that this is unacceptable. This. I should have more options. I should have options to deal with my AI partners, and this is unacceptable. Shield wall being a toggle skill, not being a toggle skill, I mean, not being a passive skill, being an active skill. This is unacceptable because I have to babysit the tank, and if I want to play with my character that I made, I have to basically see if I'm going to die. Possibly I'm going to die with the tank at some point. Maybe if I manage the barriers, okay, she will not die, but she will lose health. And I only have 8 potions. I mean, you don't have like tons of potions like before. And I agree, this is good. I have these potions and restoration, but I only have 8, right? And if they wanted to do the game more difficult, if they wanted to do harder, because if you play on normal, this will probably won't worry you. But if you want to do the game on difficult, on hard, excuse me, or on nightmare, you basically have to babysit the tank all the time. All the fucking time. And this is not fun, guys. This is really not fun. What are you doing, BioWare? Why the tactics? Why 4 tactics? I could select any tactic that I wanted, and it had like some kind of a strategy thing into it, because if you select it wrong, they just fucking die in higher difficulties at least. But here is a fucking disaster. It's a fucking disaster. I mean, the mechanics. This simple thing ruins hard and nightmare. Because you have to babysit the tank. You have to. There's no other way. There's no other way, because if the tank dies, the rest of the party will die. In hard, I'm having these troubles. In nightmare, I will have to play with the tank all the time. And if I do a solo run, I don't know. Maybe I will have to do a tank only solo. But I don't want to. I want to do a mage or maybe some kind of warrior, but not a tank. So yeah, this is a problem with the game that will be easily fixed if they just turn shield wall into a passive. Just turn shield wall into a passive so the tank can sunk damage, because that's the role of the tank. Do not give it the toggle, or at least fix the AI. Fix the AI so she actually uses shield wall all the fucking time. So she throws challenge and she uses shield wall, but see, in behaviors or tactics, whatever, she doesn't really choose enemies. She just follows. See? Follows. So Can you see the problem here, guys? This is severely streamlined. Severely streamlined. And by the way, if I'm doing this, what's wrong with Dragon Age? What are the fucking stats? So everyone is praising this game, right? And they're praising it because actually the exploration and all the things that I'm not mentioning right now are all good to excellent, right? But this is the fucking combat tactics in an RPG. This is serious, and I haven't read this in any review. Like, what the fuck? Did they all play it on normal or easy? No one tested hard or nightmare. No one tested the fucking tank. Because if I chose a tank to play with a tank, I won't be doing this, right? Because I will be using the tank and I will be using shield wall. But I'm using a mage because it's, for me, the mage is kind of like in the story and have to make tough decisions that concern them. So it's more fun for me to play a mage. But the tank won't really tank. It's just, it won't. It challenge enemies and then die. Because it won't raise the shield. It won't use shield wall. So at this point I'm repeating myself. I hope you get the point of what's wrong with Dragon Age. And this is really the only thing that was wrong with Dragon Age. Will they fix it? No. This thing, the tactics being so little, it's just an insult. For me, it's just an insult. Even Dragon Age 2, which was a piece of fucking shit compared to this game, which is far better game, has better tactics. I might even say that Dragon Age 2 has better combat. But I cannot really say that because Dragon Age 2 had those horrible spawn mechanics that the enemies just spawn from nowhere. This is fucking horrible. And Dragon Age Inquisition at least has enemies on spot, on the land. You can see them before engaging, so you can actually... But what the fuck are you going to do anyway, right? I mean, there are some tactics that you can do, but this is the thing. The AI won't recognize when an enemy is frozen. Because, for example, when Iron Bull has a strong attack that shatters enemies when they are frozen. But look at this. I'm going to put Iron Bull. So look at this. Does he have the tactic where the AI recognizes that someone is frozen? So he can do the... What's the skill? The might blow? The mighty blow? Or the whirlwind, I think it has. No! So I have it... I don't have it, you see? I have it disabled because I have to do it myself. When I see someone... And you see what... And you say, well, that's not a problem. You pause the game, you go to Iron Ball and you do it yourself. Well, no! Actually, no. Because the skill consumes a lot of MP. So what I'm going to do it, look, 50 stamina. So when I'm going to do the skill, he already used a lot of other skills. So I don't have the MP anymore to do it. So this tactics thing, having 4 fucking tactics only, is a massive design error. It's streamlined. It's streamlined almost like an action RPG, but more like an action RPG, like a fucking Dark Souls or something. I mean, you have to. How the fuck are you going to pass nightmare mode without blocking? You have to block, so you have to use the tank. So you won't really use the character that you created. You fucking use the tank. But this is a really bad design flaw, and I haven't read it anywhere. Is everybody just playing on normal? I mean, I've read it on some forums that people are complaining about this very same thing, but it's like 2 or 3 forums of people really fans of RPGs that are complaining about this. Because of course the game is not really made for really profound RPG players, right? And I have no problem with that. The game is still fun. The game is still fun to play. But this is a major problem, and it's noticeable on Hard and Nightmare. And as I stated before, where the fucking are my stats? When I level up, I go here, and I choose skills. I have 1 point to spend, and I choose skills. Where are my stats? I don't control the stats. The stats are controlled somewhat by the armor that you equip, but really little about the armor you equip. You see? It has like... Let's go to my character better. It has like let's see, here. You see, it's only made usable, and some things give you more willpower, some things give you more intelligence, especially weapons with mods. Let's see, where the fuck is here? You see, +5 magic, +4% magic defense, +2 willpower. But do I get to choose willpower? Do I get to choose my extent of stamina, my extent of damage, of intelligence? No, I get to choose skills. Only I choose skills. I don't choose stats anymore. In an RPG, guys, I don't choose stats. The stats are given by the skills themselves. As you can see here, if I choose this, it gives you +3 constitution. You see? +3 constitution. If I choose here, it gives +3 constitution. So the skills are given, the stats are given by skills, and a tiny percent of it are given by armor. So that's it. Where the fuck are my stats? Where the fuck are my stats? And what happened with the combat tactics? That 2 things are what's wrong with Dragon Age Inquisition. So thank you guys for hearing me rant about this, and leave your opinions if you like, and we'll discuss them. Until the next video, guys, we will continue in the boss run, and I'm uploading random videos, of course, random gameplay as I progress through the game. So see ya, take care, guys.